And we are live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all had a fantastic day, and welcome each and every single one of you back to the stream. Chat. So we're back here on some more Destiny, and we are back on Destiny after some time. We didn't stream yesterday, as I've mentioned yesterday. I was not at home. I went out of the house, and I had a couple of things to do. But yeah, chat. We're back here today on a Saturday. It's gonna be the last stream for the week, and yeah, we're gonna be playing Destiny today. I think I'm not gonna be getting back into power grinding for a bit because power grinding is just annoying as hell right now, and it's going to be made a lot easier um starting in 2 weeks. So I was like, might as well wait for it and not endure the pain that is power grinding right now. But what we will do today is complete the campaign on at least one of the other two characters, since I haven't actually touched my other two characters at all since the start of Edge of Fate, so we'll likely do that. But anyways, chat, I hope you all have been well. I hope you all have been taking care of yourselves, and we're gonna get right into it. Hi, Piano. How you doing, dude? Good. Nice, dude. Love to hear it. What you up to today? Are you playing R6? Chat, it is Saturday, which means that we can go and spend our strange coins on there. I'm the first one here. Yeah, man, I love to see it. I love to see it, dude. Now I'm tired of R6. Oh, dude, really? What are you playing today then? If not R6. Probably some Marvel Rivals or Minecraft. What do you do in Minecraft? Do you play survival or do you play creative? I honestly used to play creative back in the day. Might reinstall Destiny. Please don't. I'm telling you now, save your mental peace. Don't download this game. Do anything but download this game. Stop gaming before you download this game. You'll be much happier. I play modded survival. Nice, dude. Yeah, I have a couple of friends who run like a modded server that they also play. Boondoggle. Yeah, ever since I started playing this game, my happiness has taken a turn for the worst. Just save your mental sanity. Play something else. There's like lots of other good games out there. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is coming out with the DLC very soon. Play that. I maxed out my Warlock class or whatever it's called, but I played like 2 years ago. I mean, Destiny doesn't really have anything like maxing out, because Destiny is like a game where if you want something to do, you'll always have something to do, and they keep on doing a lot of things. So whatever you did 2 years ago, none of that is relevant anymore. My mental sanity is already gone. I played For Honor a lot. Oh my god. Well, yeah, basically, like, in Destiny, I'll show you. You've got these weapons, and most of these weapons have been, like, power crept. So, like, the older weapons, like this weapon is still pretty good, but, you know, there's things that are better than that. And, you know, there's, like, other things now that are significantly better in each slot. And that's what most people use. And your armor got a complete revamp, like, a month and a half ago. Or 2 months ago, roughly. So, you need to get armor again. This power level now resets back to 200 every season, and it's a painful grind. From 200 to 400, it's like complete activities. You get like either a +4 or a +3, depending upon what your power band is. After 400 to 450, you complete activities, and it has a chance from anywhere between 9 activities to 20 activities. It will give you a random drop that is going to be a +3. It's not guaranteed. It has a random chance to drop between 9 and 20 completions of a certain activity. And after you do the same activity 20 times, you're gonna get a single power-up. Once you get that one singular power-up, that's it. That's now you gotta do another 20, of those activities until you get another one, and you need like a total of 8 levels per power up, and you need to get this number to 450. It's pathetic. It's a whole lot of grinding, and Destiny is not in a good place for anyone to come into right now. I'd suggest like playing different games or doing something else. I'm just playing this because like playing Destiny is my job. If it's not my job, I would probably not even play this game. Great, hell no. Yeah, dude. No thanks. Yeah, exactly, dude. No one, like, I don't recommend playing Destiny at the moment. Alright, Chad, we are looking for a renewal synthesept. This is a renewal synthesept. Hey, let's go, dude. We just fucking try. I was about to get pissed off. Cool, we got that. Well, what do I need next now? Not really anything, but is there something else that I might benefit from? What is this? Inmost Star Eaters. Not really. Ophidian Synthos. For PvP, don't care. Inmost is super. Star Eater is also super. I mean, Inmost super. Is there anything else that is super? Assassin is melee. Inmost is super. Ophidian is weapons. Dragon is class. Galanor is melee. Foe Tracer is weapons. Caliban is melee. Renewal is grenade. Yeah, this is the only super one actually. The only thing I like doing in Destiny is the PvP. That's not in a very good state either. Just play Call of Duty. I'll put it in a wish list. It might come in handy. Ophidian Syntho. Not really. Galanor Syntho. Honestly, if I'm running that, I'm running Galanor Star Eater, not Foil Star Eater, so no. Galanor Star Eater is what we want. Wait, Galanor should also be super. Never mind. Okay, so we definitely don't need that. Galanor Synthos. No. Renewal Syntho. We already got that. Ophidian Verity. No. I don't really care about weapons readying. It's a weapon stat, and Verity here. Not really, no. Have everything. What is this? Assassin Gearfalcon. Assassin is melee. Don't really care about Assassin here. I can get invis from like a billion other sources than Assassin. Making me invis. I'm probably running Stylish. Stylish is giving me invis if I'm running Withering Blade on every single kill anyway. So this is useless. And then this is everything I have. Wormhusk. I've got Assassin Wormhusk. Don't really see you using Wormhusk in PvE. For PvP Assassin, no, don't care. Ophidian Wormhusk, decent for PvP, but again, I don't really care much about PvP. And Renewal Wormhusk. For Grenade stat, don't care. And Frost Hammer, don't care. Wormhusk, again, don't really care. And Lost stat, Caliban Coyote. For Explosion for kills, and Coyote for an additional class ability charge. Don't really care about an additional class ability charge here. And cool, so nothing else that I really want on my Hunter. In terms of, I've got 55 out of 64, don't want the other ones. Ooh. Is there anything, how bad is the PvP? Well, you've got bad metas. I'm not a PvP player in Destiny, so I don't really play it. But from what I've heard from other people, there are completely unbalanced things that will basically generate like insane amounts of super energy. That gives you like super in 3 rounds in trials by using certain things. Certain weapons that will 2-tap to the head when everything else doesn't. And there's a lot of things like there's a whole bunch of PvP things. Yeah, it's just not very fun. Alright, on Warlock. People have been running Foil Syntho, right? We should try to get a Foil Syntho. Verity, not really. Star Eater, not really. Vesper, Metal, Starfire. mean, this can be pretty good. Starfire, Swarmers, no. Claws of Amkara. Maybe? At other point, it's just better to run that, but Assassin Sinto, sure. Let's go for an Assassin Sinto, a Hoyle Sinto. Assassin something. No, Assassin. Inmost with. Inmost Sintos, sure. Inmost Verity. Sure. Ophidian, no. Stag, no. Secant, no. Let's stick to Cotton Sage. Yeah, that would be the wise pick. That would be the wise pick. Necrotics and Synthos, I can probably do that. Osmiomancy, Syntho. No. Let's do one of this. Sure, this could be pretty good as well. No. Oh, what's this? This is Swarm, don't care. Alright, this, don't care. Alright, so this is what we want. We've got 4 in Inmost, so let's go and focus Inmost on Warlock, and then we'll go pick some things up. We can. Also gotta complete the campaign. Are we able to launch the raid? No, I don't even have fucking access to Kepler here. Very insane behavior, Babanji. Need to go and complete the campaign as well on my Warlock. Yeah, what's a good Warlock build, dude? I haven't played on my Warlock in so long. Attunement. I need Inmost. Make a couple of builds here as well. Kind of crazy, like a 21 power class item will actually be higher light level. God, let me join a VC with a couple of my friends. Hello. How did Gold Toss perform? Fetch. Hmm. Wait, chat. So I've got the 1x buff here. 20 of these. Can I pick more of them up from here? No. Wait, so do I not have the strangest buff on my hunter? I do. I need to buy the thing again. Here. That's interesting. I didn't know that it was not account specific. It was But how's COD been treating you, Piano? What have you been doing in COD? Running around with P90. Are you playing back BO7? Did you know I actually used to be a Call of Duty streamer before being a Destiny streamer? I don't have BO7, ain't no way. Aren't you on Xbox? You don't have Game Pass? It's a free on game. Oh, so, sorry. Did I say BO7? I said BO. I meant BO6. You're on Xbox. You should have Game Pass. Yeah. Alright, chat. What are some Warlock builds that people are using? Let's run Song of Flame. Heal Rare Burst. Arcane Needle, sure. Arcnade, Feed the Void, Bleak Watcher. Yes, sure. Yes, sure. 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 Alright, cool. So what are my stats looking like here? 83, 95. No, my stats looking fucking worse here. I should run this. A much higher grenade here as well. Wrong thing. Yeah. I should swap out things here. Let's swap out the mods. Oh. So on our base with no mods, we've got 110 grenade, 22 super, 35 class. Don't think I need class for this build for it to work. Weapons, don't care about that enough. This is like a grenade centric build, so honestly just do maximum grenades stuff. And also run melee a bit. Honestly, like I think 110 is fine. I should invest the other in melee. I have most of my SNGs maxed out on BO6. Nice, dude. Do you not go for the mastery comma? Is anyone in your other lives in caked in YouTube? Not really. I mean, you're the only one who's chatting, but you'd see the messages like right here below the thing. So if someone else was typing, you'd see their messages here from all the platforms. Yeah, I mean, I just started streaming on Kick, so not a lot of people come in. YouTube, I still get like a couple of people every now and then, but that's about it. Should drop that. Can't run that. Let's run a minor melee here, and then instead of impact induction, let's run a heavy-handed so we can get some extra orbs in. And then let's run a... I don't go resist side, or do I want to go something else? Probably not ammo gen. Let's just go like one of each resist. Sure, let's do that. Let's do an absolution instead, actually. Then we can do a... Let's just do like a strand scavenger. So because we're going to be running mint, and then we can run like a innovation. Cool. Let's do a artifice. That's something that I want to get. Probably just melee, or towards melee. Then we can run like a distribution, powerful attraction, and like a bomber or something. Now let's get our weapons. The other characters, let's get our mint. Let's get the sunshot. Get the eager sword. Honestly, let's just fucking go with void instead of that. Silver. Cool. Don't really need power. Let's go do the campaign. Probably just gonna do it on Brave. There's no reason for me to do legendary campaign again. Bro, this fashion fucking looks horrendous. Alright, I'm gonna also play some Marvel Rivals for now. I'll stay here, but I won't really be listening. All good, man. Thanks for coming in. Hope you have some fun on Marvel Rivals.
Something's keeping this planetoid stable and our matter intact, but... Guardian, there's a black hole here on Kepler. This is dangerous. If at any point this singularity destabilizes, it could swallow us and take the entire Sol system with it. We need to find whoever sent our invitation. They need our help.
Wait, so how does this thing work again? Convert your arc grenade into an arc soul and become amplified. The arc soul functions as an autonomous turret. Okay.
Guardian, I can see you've got Elixni hostiles incoming. I'm picking up what I think is a distress signal. I've been able to isolate a radio signal through the telemetry. It had some primitive decryption on it. Should only take me a
That
moment.
doesn't seem like a way to go. I completely forgot that I have to become the ball so many times during this.
Watch your head. I've never seen Elixni move like this.
Warlock is hard, chat. Warlock is hard. I don't know how to be a warlock. Well, warlock jump. Cooperate, please. Ah. Dude, I haven't done this campaign since the day one.
I can't tell who this melee was sent.
Wait, is my grenade making any orb?
Dangerous places.
No. It's not.
It looks like we've
Yeah, it doesn't make any orbs. I don't need this thing here. Let's get double heavy-handed here then. That didn't make an orb for me either. There we go.
A singularity, a distress, and now another ancient train. But how do they all connect? More importantly, how can we help? The status of the singularity will worsen with time. We can't do anything about that right this moment. But discovering a locking mechanism this complex and a radio transmission that sounds human means we could be on the precipice of encountering another pocket of civilization. By my triage, the most effective thing we can do right now is find the source of the distress signal. The trail we're following leads past the train, then scatters. We'll need to get through to find who called for help. The mechanism here appears to be missing some pieces. I've tracked materials nearby that closely match the frequency of the device. Find them, Guardian.
Lodi transmitting. Status Moon 6. Adrift. Odysseus protocol active.
Odysseus protocol. We've heard that before.
Wow, that takes a long time for that door to open.
Keep moving, Guardian. I'm going to see if these transmissions can give us any more information. Dark matter spike in your vicinity. Could be one of the gravimetric distortions Drifter was talking about. Guardian, you all right?
I just remembered how dog shit this campaign is and now I have to complete it again.
Your vitals stabilized. Must be a fluke.
Well, this sure is new. All your vitals appear to be in order, but your molecules are moving unbelievably fast.
Guardian,
Where do you want me to go?
energy pattern is distinct from your expected paracausal signature. It matches the dark matter readings from the
Oh,
lens
now
you
it's open.
landed. It appears you've managed to somehow fuse with dark matter.
God, we're playing Marbles and Strain. Where do I pick up Natasta?
Why send a train to invite us to a black hole? It seems whoever sent our invitation values consistency and catastrophic interference.
About that. I got info, but you're not gonna like it.
Tiny.
Gravimetric distortion, the dark matter, the weird train. An invitation? There's only one group of jokers I know who get up to those kinds of theatrics. The Nine.
Well, that certainly is a theory. Although I would expect to have already heard from the emissary if that was the case. I'm going to rerun the telemetry to see if I can find another radio transmission. Get us some answers.
Achieve precarious stabilization, but still request evacuation to the hostile NHI. If we can't close the singularity, we're pulling everyone in with us. Anyone? You out there?
Odd. The timestamp on this transmission doesn't make sense. It comes after the Mayday, but the timestamp says it was recorded many months before. Either someone is intentionally trying to scramble these transmissions, or the singularity is causing more problems than we thought. It's the same Elixir combatants from earlier. They are persistent. Stay vigilant and don't let them come back again.
Oh wait, I need to put Grenadier armor.
Thought I'd recognize those symbols. This is the House of Exile.
Honestly, don't think that I need this thing. Let's go with double special.
The last time we encountered these Elixni was on Luna. They're called the Exiles because each of them were exiled from their original house. That's the last of them. We've got what we need. Let's head back to the train and see if we can't get past that blockade.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location. Suppose you're right, Drifter, and we are dealing with the Nine. You have the most experience with them. What did you observe in your interactions?
Rumor has it the Nine are extra-dimensional. Caught in the gravity of Sol's heaviest hitters. You know, planets, moons, stuff like that. There are aliens, and there are aliens. And these guys are aliens. They don't live in this dimension, which means they can mess with you.
The Nine can scheme all they like, but until they affect the real world, let's not give them more power than they actually possess.
Trespass the domain of the once exile, chosen of the giver. I am Archon, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
It can damage you.
Interesting. That Elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about. Hold on. That same voice, this Archon voice, is coming from another Elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
The grand design makes us destroy. Bring death to the deathless. Fulfill the destiny of the House of Exile.
I still don't understand how that voice jumped from one exile to another. The witness could possess, but that required a civilization's worth of darkness. Could something have drawn them here? Maybe the high concentration of dark matter is boosting this Archon connection to darkness.
Darkness is about connection of memory, but it doesn't work like that. And dark matter, in spite of the name, has nothing to do with darkness.
So this is something else entirely.
Yep, yes you did. I mean, I'm just fucking doing the
Archon's lackeys
stupid fucking campaign again.
Ophiuchus's energy readings are spiking.
Why? Because I haven't done it on my Warlock or my Titan.
The same connected to the singularity. Don't let that go. That's the man who sent the distress signal. But he didn't seem in distress.
Something's wrong with time.
I'm curious as to how our contact intends to fix it. But his observations seem to be correct.
And we just got here. There's probably a whole mess of time nonsense just around the corner.
Agreed. This train's temporal presence is concerning.
That's the least of our worries. The real head scratcher is our new friend saying the people here.
Ikora did say she suspected sentient life.
These Ionians were able to temporarily stabilize the singularity. They prevented their planet from splitting until someone could help. I'm as surprised as you they've eluded us for so long, but this place is shrouded in dark matter. It could have cloaked the presence of sentient life from the outside. Ghost, did you find the source of the distress signal?
We've made contact with Lodi, here in the settlement. He's offered to help us look into our invitation, if we help the people here. He seems trustworthy, but his presence here feels very convenient.
Yeah, by the look of him, I'd say he's as out of place as we are.
And Michael is still trying to do. Oh. Yeah. Not surprised.
Hello? This is Lodi. Ms. Ray said you received my distress call. Ms. Ray asked that I contact the little Sputnik to work with you both on next steps.
Sputnik?
Is there something I should call you? Apart from Guardians, of course.
This is the Guardian. You can call them Guardian, thank you. I am called Ghost.
Pleasure to be working with you, Mr. Ghost. The Ionians are in less dire straits now, but if anything triggers the singularity, we risk losing the planetoid.
Guardian, the trail we followed here to this planetoid is the strongest through that mechanism.
The singularity must be beyond there. Contained thanks to the Ionians. If Drifter's right,
I'm already
the source
falling
of
asleep
our
playing this
invitation
hot
and the
garbage.
source of the singularity are one and the same.
Just the campaign on normal mode.
Here. Keep this to yourselves for the moment. Our top priority is stabilizing this planetoid.
Now, what are you saying, Chase?
To interfere. They're not a concern.
Lodi, we're at the altar.
There is. I've already done it on Legend. I don't need the loot from it.
Excellent. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to complete it so I can get access to all the items that would not be available if I don't complete it.
No, that can't be right. You do not want to do that.
Yeah, I don't get the 450 bonus and the +2 gear reward, nor do I get access to the fucking raid.
Pour the contents into
So the only reason I'm doing it is so that I can launch the raid on my other characters.
I am so sorry. Ionian verbs change based on the size and shape of the container. I'm still getting a hang of the beverage cutoff. It seems to be somewhere
Fucking
around 2
stop
liters.
yapping, bro.
Anyways, the canister contents need to get poured into the mechanism, and all you need to do is drop it in.
Bro, this is like on top of like the worst campaign that I've ever done in the entirety history of Destiny.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, allow me to introduce you to Dean Rebecca, leader of the Ionians.
Dean Rebecca. I've never heard the name Dean.
Yeah, I do get access to the raid now at the very least.
Well, the Ionians use a sort of academic
Ay, ay,
hierarchy,
ay.
from what I can tell. Wait, you've never heard the title Dean before?
No. Is it an Ionian name?
Translating what I can, the Dean's honored to encounter the first new humans in centuries. She says the Ionian's deity, the thing they call the Holy Anomaly, is on the other side of the altar, threatened by the singularity. The capsule we put into the altar stabilizes rings of the lock to keep the singularity contained. It's a collection of dark matter she calls a strangelet. You'll need to get through the lock if you want to find out what's...
After using your class ability, found blows with this weapon and grant you bonus DR. Yeah, I don't really care about DR here.
So Lodi, tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I got here. I know I'm from Earth. I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up, but you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. I mean, you probably know more about this place than I do.
Drifter, you brought them my message, capsized. Find my frequency. I'm not Neon.
No way. Orin. Neon. Orin, what happened to you? I thought you were locked in as the Nine's errand runner. You were gone.
Yes, but my memory is a mess. It's all vetiver. Damn it. Rig transponder. You can pinpoint my location.
Thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is starlight. You'd be proud. I'm malted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by malted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the 9 will need a replacement emissary.
I'm starting to remember why I was considering the paid campaign skip.
They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
My message found you. I'm Orin, once a Guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the 9's fallibility. The results of that fallibility are in play now, I think. You will fix it, but how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless. But I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance. And another shape, buried in noise, assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the Drifter. A tint on knowledge held, but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Orin, you quit and now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs and someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground.
Is reflex not
not
enabled?
Seeing someone new these days.
Oh. Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
But the 1% lows are like fucking horrendous for this area. Fine, let's do this one first, I guess. Alright.
I hear you had a run-in with that Archon fellow. Or his cutouts, anyway. Apparently he's the leader of these exiled Elixni, but nobody's seen him in a long time. Real recluse. The Ionians say he can speak through the mouths of his followers. Like some kind of psychic thing. But that's absurd, right? Have you seen this little ventriloquist act? Huh. Well, I'll believe it when I see it myself. I suggest you do a little bang and burn to draw out their leadership. Once we know exactly who we're dealing with, we can do a more realistic threat assessment. I haven't been very deep into the Exiles' Accord. They aren't fond of visitors. This architecture seems a little out of the box.
We've dealt with Elixni houses before, but this does feel different.
Lodi, I need to be frank. I don't buy your story.
Yeah. Well, you don't know the half of it. If I wasn't me, I also wouldn't buy my story.
What do you know about whatever brought you here?
Nothing. I woke up here in a singed suit after the most insane fall of my life. It seems the local Elixni had developed a parallel form of teleportation. They're using dark matter to create portals. If we want to infiltrate their sphere of influence, we'll need that capability. Mr. Drifter says you've got the skills for a smash and grab, so I suggest we go loud. Get us a sample of that tech and we'll be in business.
Or do I need to do the other side as well first? Yeah, I think so. Hey, what do I need to do again? Hi Rusho, how you doing, dude? Oh, this thing, I gotta destroy this thing. Matterspark doorway has opened. My goat streaming? Yeah, dude. How you doing, bro? My bro replying on YouTube. Alright, we got 3 conductive charges. Time to dunk them. Chad, don't you just hear the happiness in my voice by doing this god forbidden activity? Okay, what do I need to do again? This doesn't seem like it. Charge this.
This must be the House of Exile's new teleportation tech. It's mounted in an old cannon frame. That's handy. Scans show the power cell and space inverter have been tampered with. Those mechanisms have dark matter cores. They'll wear out fast. It looks like this mobile unit creates an entangled link between a jump pad and wherever you're aiming. Just be careful what you pointed at.
Good work out there. You got some real moves. Normally, agents that skill at wet work and checkered pasts. Just wonder how you came to be so dangerous. With expanded access, we can investigate those Elixni in earnest. And find the truth about this so-called Archon. Got some ideas on that. Catch up with me later to get started.
How do I do that? And how do I get to that? Yeah. Okay, I need to open this thing somehow. And how must I do that? I need to become ball. Where is Matterspark? Yeah, do you see Matterspark? I honestly don't remember where the Matterspark was here. Wait, do I need to disable this barrier? Because that makes so much more sense. Now I need to find Matterspark here. Yeah. I knew it. Now, I don't like warlocks.
Guardian, I've made myself a contact within the Elixir ranks. Apparently not everyone is happy with the way things are being run.
You little sleuth.
That's the idea. Anyway, there's apparently a power station.
All right, Guardian, this has to be the house's power plant. There's a massive current moving through the cables around us. And gravitons.
My informant Keels tells me that power is going straight into a warship.
If we can get to a power plant's controls while it's charging their ship, we can send a lethal surge to it from here before it ever leaves port.
If we stop the singularity from expanding, stabilize Kepler, maybe they'll slow down.
Deathless. Why have
I
you
like
come?
hunters more.
Glimpses are seen of your actions, but your motive ever shrouded. When my house found Saul, saw the great machine with your world, we left in defeated peace.
It looks like this station is actually drawing some form of power from these native idle colonies. So, something generating?
This whole place is wired like a rat's nest. It's worse than my ship.
Okay, where do I need to go?
Guardian, patch me into a console and I can override that barrier.
The Deathless was foretold. See how they must kill as prophesied? Kiver's sight warned me of this final test. I'll be resilient, my house. Look alive, hero. They're piping in splinter mines. Crazy sons of crabs are gonna cause a damn cave-in.
You're on bomb defusal, Guardian.
Well, Vast sure likes to talk, making a show of us barging into his house.
Isn't there a bee here somewhere?
Maybe we pull his moxie out from under him and let the show.
Unless he sees that coming. All this prophecy talk. Back in my day, you'd kill a fella fair without knowing the future.
Think he's really clairvoyant? Find a way to overload that control panel.
Once we do, the immense surge of current will wreak havoc on whatever warship the house is trying to power up.
Probably why they tried to blow us up. I guess they're trying to unplug. We should hustle up.
prophecy. The Deathless kneels before the Giver with your blessing. Just open the way.
Will what now?
I agree with that. This was not our tricks. You conspire with metal invaders to keep us from the Giver. To trap our house into folly.
Bro. And just spawn the lasers right on me. Please don't make me do that shit again. Oh my god, bro.
Okay, Guardian, we need to find a way to overload that control panel.
Once we do, the immense surge of current will wreak havoc on whatever warship the house is trying to power up.
Probably why they tried to blow us up. I guess they're trying to run a plug. We should hustle up.
Like vile Vex, the Deathless is violence-stricken. They cannot be turned away by reason words. Only blood.
Mighty Archon, we hear your prophecy. The Deathless kneels before the Giver with your blessing. Just open the way.
Will what now?
This was not our tricks. You conspire with metal invaders to keep us from the Giver. To draw our house into folly.
What's your next plan? Stand there with guns pointed at each other until someone gets cold feet?
So the Archon didn't take the bait, but he mentioned being kept from the Giver. Sounds like, despite their push to the Singularity, something's still cutting them off from it. That means we don't have to rush right in unless they make a move. Maybe there's somewhere else we can apply pressure.
You're a kid. Those things been shooting at you since you landed on this dump, and you still haven't pulled your piece.
That's right. Unlike you, I don't prefer a gun to solve my problems when questions work just as well.
Enough! We may have knocked out their power, but the Archon's still out there. We'll need to be ready when they make their next move.
Can you give me my artifact now?
You sure your informant ain't running us around in circles, Square?
Kiosk is risking a lot just to speak with me. And I've vetted them, of course.
Yeah, you're probably right. All those ones that tried to kill us are just bad apples.
People aren't all one way or another. That's what makes this interesting.
I've been talking to that drifter fellow. Not a name I'd self-apply, but I like him. He understands what it's like to be stranded far from home. Anyway, he was telling me about these aliens.
Apparently, they normally live on something called ether. Huh. Seems like you already have some experience with it. Interesting. The locals say these elixni augment their supply with dark matter. Who knows what physiological effects that's having? Might be the reason you're so hostile. I suggest...
Production needs. If we learn how the dark matter is affecting them, it might give us some leverage.
Oh, I was still there. This is game of the third. What do you want me to do? God, I think I'm lost, God. Open sesame. Yeah, but how do I shoot her through that? Wow, you guys are awfully quiet. Wow, you guys are awfully quiet. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean? So you guys were not doing that? Huh. There's no one running tractor.
Team, I've got some intel from
What are you doing? One warlock, two hunters?
Well, well. First it's a contact, then it's an informant.
Hmm?
They're taking a liking to you.
Nice.
Maybe a way to help the house calm down and see straight again. I'm sending coordinates, but keep on that heading.
Lodi, Drifter, checking in. How goes your recon?
Yeah,
on the
you can
house
also
of
do
exile?
withering gaze.
The Guardian's handling the situation well, but Miss Ray, to be honest, I don't like this. There has to be a way to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Just find a fusion with withering gaze, and then you can use that to break. What?
Do they appear to be in league with
There
the
is.
Conductor? That would tell us something at least.
Not sure who that is.
Thought was using it
This Archon is
in
all
his trio flawless.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, you should be nearing a refinery or some kind of drilling operation.
No, there's an energy fusion as well,
I think this
a
is
void
where they're
fusion.
processing their ether. Maybe we can disable their machinery until the Ionian can correct the process.
Okay, I see it from up here. Derelict scanners are picking up all sorts of weird gravity fluctuations, and a whole heck of a lot of exiles.
Graviton what? There's like a billion different things named Graviton in this game now. Yeah. Nice.
Owen says these trains are like quantum entangled objects, held in superposition across the fourth dimension.
Wait, where do you get that thing again?
Disable the Exile's dark matter refinery.
I wish it was as simple as talking to them. Last
Yeah.
time I tried, I got shot at. And it wasn't my Elixir accent.
They get real touchy sometimes. Sensitive little crustaceans.
Lodi, did the Ionians ever explain why they stopped working with the House of Exile? From what I gather, it didn't end well.
I got to talking with
I always assumed that you were.
gabbed on the subject a bit. Ionians tried to synthesize ether for the house.
Why? That's not a simple job. Leave it to those server garbage disposals. Matter goes in, ether comes out. Easy.
Except here, everything's imprinted with dark matter, which they apparently want to extract for a pure conversion to ether. The Ionians say it shouldn't be harmful, but the singularity seems to make it toxic to the Elixir.
That's it!
You think us sick, but I am mighty. Exile is our teacher, our home. Our rifles are ready. Our will is anointed by the Giver.
This teleportation jump out of the angle has range. I think we can extend it somehow. That's strange. It doesn't have enough juice to charge the relay. Maybe we can overcharge the cannon somehow. Guardian, it's supercharging the cannon. This is the house's central refinery. My scans are going a little haywire, but that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressure.
Hey team, I've seen those little flying bots play hot potato delivering dark matter down to your proximity.
I have an idea. Guardian, a concentration of dense matter could send the whole system over the edge. Let's look for those shanks. You were right, Lodi. This scans like dark matter, wrapped around an artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
Pressure's increasing. The pipes are still holding. We need more.
Incoming exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight.
And welcome back.
This is the house's central refinery. My scans are going a little haywire, but that can't be right. These pipes are operating at alarming pressures.
Hey team, I've seen those little flying bots play
I don't even know why you guys weren't running a tractor. I mean, back in the day, that's what people used to run.
Let's look for those shanks. You were right, Lola. This scans like
And that can be 2 damage supers.
artificial gravity well.
Oh, don't worry if it doesn't fit. Just jam it in there.
No, just like use like a basis super, and then
Incoming exiles. Crack your knuckles and rack your slides.
come on, surely it does.
Hoping it wouldn't come to this, but they seem intent on a fight.
Maybe don't be on prismatic. What element?
Their leader doesn't sound like he's crazed or confused. He has an agenda and a voice to wield it.
What do you mean it's better from collections?
Out of those times in my time.
Maybe we could still reason with him.
What stat combo do you get from collections?
It's barely holding together. One more, Guardian.
Into the deathless. Protect our ascension.
Well now, that went, great.
It did. Learn the house centers around this giver. Watch your flank, Guardian.
Maybe just run fucking Soul Strike.
to keep the anomaly's sight from Elixni eyes. Her voice is Ray's spear, arc sparking, sealed against the black space sea.
And Soul Strike would do insane damage. And
Suffer.
I came here thinking these elixirs were poison to help. But this, like a bunch of holy rollers.
I have seen your doom, your fall, spread across many visions, many possibilities. Only one, a strike true.
That pilot I spoke to, he mentioned the Archon, Lavask, wasn't always the leader of the house. But one day he starts getting visions, next he gets a taste for politics.
A gift from his giver.
The giver and the...
The Nine. 3. They didn't just bring us here to deal with the Archon.
What does the planet care about a single Elixni? Either way, we need to neutralize the threat he poses to the Ionians. I've seen leaders like Lavask before. He doesn't want a war. He just can't look weak in front of his people. This will either draw the Archon out so we can deal with him, or at least weaken his authority and delay whatever he's planning to do to the Singularity with that Elixni warship.
that's easy.
All right, hero. If the kid's lead is good, the house shouldn't be expecting you.
My lead is good. Our strangelet's here. I can feel it.
Death is you. Right, yes. As it was foretold. This is one of the fated clashes by exiles.
Hello, trees. Hi Nova, how you doing, dude? Welcome back to the stream.
Our pride will metal test the deathless. It is blessed with the giver's powers. House of Exile will defend it until the end.
How you doing, Nova?
Sooner to die, sooner to ascend, and be cradle kept in the giver's embrace.
Hey, Intrinsic. Hey, Instinct. Shout out Jim Carrey. It was Jim Carrey's birthday today. Or yesterday, I think. Turned 62.
I was hoping this would get their attention. Next time we have a quiet moment, I want to try to get them talking. It's worked before.
There's a high concentration of dark matter running through this facility.
Could the Prime Servitor be integrating it into the House's Arc network?
Whatever the Archon's planning, he must need the Servitor.
That's a good angle to apply pressure. I'll work it. are closing in. If the Deathless destroys your house's prime servitor, how can you be favored by the Giver?
Our Prime stands in defiance of the Deathless. In service of its holy Archon, it will be reborn and ascend into the timeless space.
Sounds pretty fishy to me, kid.
Admit it, Lavask, you're a false prophet. And right now, you're terrified because your plan won't work without your servitor.
Only my vision shows the path. I am a faithful. I will deliver your promised ascension.
That's where I'm playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 here.
Archon, how do you plan to ascend without the Strangeling? It's all falling apart, isn't it?
Connie, in the depths of which we prepare our voyage. You believe you stopped us? You cannot stop our fated harvest.
Beethoven, but yeah. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. 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 Na-na-na-na. 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 Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Lodi, it appears your lead checks out. Here's our prime servitor, and the energy signature coming off of it matches the singularity.
Definitely holding the strangelet capsule we're looking for.
I told you my intel was reliable. Now, you take out the servitor, and I'll get the Archon to talk.
Got a whole flock of smaller servitors buzzing around. Damn, they're everywhere.
They're like watchdogs. We'll have to clear them out to get to the Prime.
That servitor tripped some kind of magnetic lockdown.
It's cut off from the generator. Shield down.
Can your flesh withstand a dissection, Atomic? Visions of your scattering come to be.
I'm picking up more servitors flooding in. You'll need to take them out.
I know you're listening, Lavask. I know your people are too. They're watching the deathless shed light on your lives, doubting you.
Our catch takes flight. Our drills tipped with the giver's power. Into the singularity we ascend!
Another shield generator is followed.
Yep, stomach's turning. That's another shield down.
We will be timeless. The deathless will know the giver smite as it tears through their false heart and flimsy will.
There it is. Your plan. A full-scale push into the singularity. And those rumors of using a powered-up catch were right on the money. No easy. Thank you for your cooperation.
Looks like there's a crawl space under the floor.
We'll find a way through.
Sure.
Generator's tight. Looks like there's a crawl space under the floor.
We'll find a way through.
You storm with cloud gliders at your back. You make what is not yours and break what others build. See what they take from us, my family. My house. Stand with your arc on a
You don't need to. Fire team power.
protect the giver. Protect your holy Savitor. Not like this.
It's over, Lavask. Your prime servitor is lost, and we have its Strangelet capsule. One prime servitor down, one capsule.
Rising only been out for 3 days and has better PvE activities than Destiny 2. I'm not surprised.
We're not out of the woods yet, but every bit helps to stop that singularity.
Anything is better than Destiny 2.
I thought there would be a connection to the invitation and the time-lost objects we're seeing here. As you said, Lodi, something is indeed wrong with time.
God! Just my luck. Of course it's broken.
But we're only seeing time-lost objects from our own past on Kepler, not subjects ripped from alternate timelines.
Alternate timelines. What kind of technology can do that?
None that we have access to.
Can they be sent back?
No. The Vex can manipulate timelines, but they can't send a subject back in time.
At all? Not even after they've been brought forward? But can anyone do that?
No. Not even the light can do that.
This is bad. This is extremely bad.
Lodi?
Just put the damn thing in the thing. I need to figure out how to word this.
But just do grapple damage. I just do tractor.
They're clearly very upset, and I don't blame them. Abduction is terrifying. I still haven't been able to suss out why talks with the exiles went south. I mean, these are poor circumstances for negotiation.
The readings on Kepler are still spiking. The singularity is still a threat. We'll need the Ionians' help if we want to open that lock.
I mean, Silk Strike would be good damage. It would be better than sword damage, and considering that there's a strand surge. Alright, where are you going, Shoes? Oh.
Just as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a relief.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something, while we're still learning the language. This settlement is obviously well established, over decades if not centuries, but I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications. Has there been no conflict all that time?
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the locals. You got my favorite thank you. Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Ionians with their loved ones.
The scale of this problem concerns me. Our forces aren't so robust as to defend this whole settlement indefinitely, and defense is fruitless if we can't stabilize the singularity. We just discovered a lost colony. This discovery changes how we see our own system. How many others are out there? You've made great strides in communicating with the Ionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. No wonder it needs such effort.
destructive activity in the agricultural
Crota.
as Vex. They're the ones
Here,
attacking
kitty,
the
kitty.
food
kitty.
supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we recognize.
Sounds like an empty life. Then this is just sabotage against the Ionians.
As if they weren't facing enough. The Nine, the Vex, and a singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
Okay, so basically, here's how it works. If you have like Radiant, right, and it won't work. If you have Lumina, it won't work on Crota. But if you have Radiant and Lumina, basically because one overrides the other, it gives you the benefits of Lumina because it's just overriding Radiant. And if you were to give either of them individually, then they wouldn't work on Crota specifically. You can. If you have Radiant, Lumina, and Tractor, you can one-shot him very consistently.
This looks like it could be something. Guardian, watch out.
What's your combo? Heavy, super, heavy, heavy? Bro, I fucking hate this raid with the burning not raid, this fucking... Bro, Ron isn't that bad. Why are you hating on Ron? Okay, the first 3 encounters are good. First 3.
The Vex tended to just let me pass on by before you showed
I don't like Nez.
Excuse
No, Explicator is fine, dude.
ignored you. Lodi, how are you so adept with the Ionians' language? You said you've been here a few weeks, at best.
Oh, I was made for this. I'm a translator. I especially love languages I've never heard before.
Chat, we're out here fucking being Uber Eats for the Ionians. What the fuck is this shit? Why man Uber Eats?
There's the Vex. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
I mean, hey man, $500 is $500. I don't care how much money you have.
Guardian, we should take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Ionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Ionians.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Ionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Ionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determined they belong.
Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective? I know. The exiles have gotten into the progenitor ship.
The ship the Elixir have taken over. You're saying it's the very one the Ionians came here in?
Part of it, anyway. What's left. They converted it to a permanent emplacement, but they still call it the progenitor ship. The mother of the Ionians. It's the source of all their tools. They put a little piece in every building. Every scientist gets a shot at the hull.
Where can I find such people? Asking for a friend.
The ship goes up, there's a lot the Ionians can't. Do you have any bomb disposal?
We've handled plenty of mines before. This shouldn't be a problem.
What are you getting? Oh, I'm asking what you're eating. What are you getting so antsy about?
Style of ship is quite old. Even with only this much left, it's incredible. I haven't seen anything like it. The material could have been affected by the time anomaly here. That could account for the relatively good condition.
That equipment sure looks elixir. Let's see if we can tease it free.
As a frame of reference, how old would you say it is compared to your ships?
We must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
more anomalous energy signatures. Good work, Guardian. The Ionians are safe because of you.
We have to do more to stop the House of Exile. We know from our dealings in the Accord, the Archon's just out to speed up the Singularity's growth. He's just gonna throw more gas on the fire.
The Guardian will be able to stabilize the Singularity once we get through. There are too many problems, and all of them are connected.
You have no idea.
Unless you have any ideas, then we have to consider evacuation. Reunification with humanity. After centuries apart.
Centuries? No. No, them coming to Earth.
This shit is way too fucking boring, chat. Holy god, dude. I don't even think we're halfway done.
They found you so fast. My name is Orin. My name was Nasan R. Was Nasya Sawa. What do you call yourself, stranger?
Lodi, pleasure. Miss Orin, do you know something about who brought me here?
I know you will be elected to become something impossible. Your molecules have already volunteered.
I'm sorry, my molecules?
I was the emissary as you are, and will become the same. I quit, and it left me.
Orin, can you fight?
Persimmon! Oh, yes. Lodi, you can help. Can you see down the Valley of Time? 2 minutes ahead.
I am very sorry, ma'am, but I do not know what you're saying.
Take your time, Orin. Guardian, draw out Maya's Vex. The Vex signals Dean Rebecca provided a quote. Something's not right. Vex outposts are usually interlinked. Take these ones down first, and it will weaken the others in hiding.
I did not think that would kill me, since it didn't kill me the first time. No. Now I'll become bald, the destroyer of gold.
Here's the Vex Ikora was talking about. Clear up the signals in the area, and bang! We have the location on a bigger boss. And we can use that one to get to the biggest boss. Let's go. Strangelet Castle at the ritual site Dean Rebecca told us about. Do you think it was there all along?
It's possible. The way the Ionians talk about dark matter, like even elementary particles in the universe contain the spirit in their way.
The capsule is better for this way. It's fading for me, but I hear the singularity as well. In the distance.
Like a groan. You hear it too.
constructing a theory. It needs work, but the nascent form is this. After the collapse, few people were leaving Earth. More recently, we would notice. And the Ionians are truly humans. I think they must have come here during the Golden Age. Maybe even before.
You keep
Welcome
saying
back.
that word. Collapse? I've never
Welcome
heard
back.
the Ionians say Golden Age or anything like it, but they mentioned a span of time that was good. Better? Could be it.
Bro, why did they make us do the campaign 3 times? Just like make us do it once, man. Holy god.
How many do you speak?
Fluently 4, passively 9, only written 2. Not many folks to speak them with these days. I grew up speaking 3 at home, but learned the others at school, here and there, teaching.
I did my first solo on Hunter and then I'm doing my second on normal. Just finishing it. So I can get access to fucking the shit on Kepler that gives me tier 5s.
Oren, you said you had the dreams too, before you became emissary?
Languages I didn't understand. My leg turning to bismuth.
Mine was cadmium, though.
Your continued interference has been noticed. The conductor. Even out here, anyone who stands in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled. You are here to make things worse.
Am I? I understand our designs for the future seem mutually exclusive to you. But I have ignored the Guardians since Nessus.
What power does this Maya bear? It's hives and nausea. Whatever paracausality she wields is fundamentally rule-breaking.
She's still going to throw everything she has to get us out of the way. Jade Lord incoming!
You chase a villain from your own imagination. My goals are not against you. They are above you. Now, leave us.
What are you eating? Yeah. Barbecue chicken and mac and cheese. Sounds good, dude. Holy.
So, Maya wants to return us to the Golden Age. The Ionians haven't talked about it. When was the Golden Age?
It ended centuries ago. There's reason to suspect the Ionian ancestors arrived before it began. Imagine watching the world end from the edge of the system.
Ikora, when was all this? Did the collapse happen in my time? Did my family die in an apocalypse? Or did they get to grow old and die happy? I need to know that they live a full life, even if I'm not there to see it.
How long ago?
Their identity is so tied to this place, to this work. I wonder if they would be happy if we evacuated them to the city. To take them away from it would be the same as if we left Soul and the Traveler behind. Our purpose becomes null.
What?
I need a little air. Guardian, come find me in the temple.
What's going on?
I want you all to know, at once, that I sincerely apologize. I withheld the nature of my arrival. It was for the sake of the place I'm in service to. My people protect many secrets, but now it's clear I'm too imperiled to continue this deception. I've concluded I'm in deep shit. Miss Ray, you explained how Guardians used to be just people who died and then were reborn. You said they forgot everything about their old lives. Maybe part of you knows you can believe me.
Out with it, Lodi.
My people and I discovered a signal in deep space.
Only the Vex have come close to time travel, but not like this.
Can you go back?
Not as Neon.
Orin's right. I don't think I can now.
Eons ago, the Nine gave me something. Said I'd know what to do with it when the time came. Now, I ain't above looking a gift horse in the mouth. But this horse, well, it ain't got no mouth. You've seen it. That haul I got strapped to the back of the derelict. Time came and went. I all but gave up. Thought I was doomed to drag half a planet's worth of dead weight behind me until old soul froze over. But listen, hero. Ever since we got here, something's been scratching at the back of my brain. The hall's acting up. I don't reckon I know what to do with it, but I've got a thought. You could go so far as to call it an inkling. You've banked a lot of moats over the years.
Lodi, as the Guardian tracks down more strangelets, we're wanting to better understand the presence of dark matter on Kepler. Do you have an Ionian contact we could speak with?
Sure do. Dr. Carnahan's gonna be your gal. She's, she's a bit of a recluse, doing a bunch of research out here in the sticks. She was one of the first Ionians I met when I landed here. I say met. She did point some kind of thingamajig at my head. Not a gun, mind you, more like a Swiss Army medieval gauntlet.
Seeing a spike of exile activity. Is this doctor safe on her own?
It's true the Ionians are a peaceful bunch, but fieldwork requires metal. I'm sure Gauntlet did much more than look sharp. Speaking of, I'm at a research outpost. She's not here, which wouldn't normally be worrisome, but the place is completely ransacked. No sign of her assistant either. He's usually... Oh, damn it.
Lodi?
Take care of those exiles when you fight back. I'm not really sure how to describe what I'm looking at. A person. I think it's a mess. There's someone was killed. I'm not sure who. There isn't enough left to tell. I need to look around.
Do you need backup?
No. Patrol the area. Cold-blooded murder isn't usually the House of Exile's MO, but I have a hard time believing the Vex would be this brutal.
We've got another group of exiles, though nothing seems out of the ordinary apart from, well, the normal exile aftermath.
I've got some semblance of a trail leading out of here. Take care of those guys. I'll touch base when I've got a lead. Guardian, I've located Dr. Carnahan. She's safe, but she's shaken. Understandably.
If she's safe, what you saw at the outpost.
Dr. Carnahan asked us to find a piece of technology that the House of Exiles stole when her assistant was murdered.
Guardian, there's something here you need to get closer to the singularity. I'm sending you some coordinates. Do these? Guardian, we're looking for a member of the House of Exile. My hunch led me to some Elixni tracks. My guess is the technology that was taken is on its way to the Archon as we speak. That's our thief. We'll need to move fast.
Can you give us any more information on what we're looking for?
Carnahan called the technology Mattermorph. Does exactly what it says on the package. It can take any matter and break down its molecules in an alarmingly short amount of time.
We've seen how easily Mattermorph can kill. It's too unstable for someone like the Archon to wield.
Cora, the thief just dropped a bunch of Ionian artifacts. Lodi said the lab had been ransacked. They must have taken more than just matter bolts. But why drop the stolen goods?
Hospitality, deathless. Those who trust the killer receive gifts.
Archon. And Cora, our thief being controlled.
And he's playing hospitality after trying to make all of our problems worse. Archon Levas. Return the stolen technology and no one else needs to get hurt.
Exiles, you hear the deathless make false promises. Nothing appeases their greed as they
Yes, there are.
for the giver's blessing. Extinction fated deathless. You have the sympathies of the House of
There are oobs in Ron. You just need to. It can't be flawless. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I just back out, bro. That just doesn't even fucking sound fun. You can only play on like one sensitivity. One sensitivity, 30 FPS. Cap your internet to like 1 Mbps.
These dropped artifacts aren't gifts. The Archon's trying to lighten the load to make a quicker escape.
He seems as fortunate as he is reckless. Lifting Mattermorph was just a deadly coincidence.
Robbed a house, found a nuke. All it takes is one wrong judgment call and the exiles could level Kepler.
As well as we do that Kepler isn't stable. How can we help your people?
There is no need. The mask is prophecy blessed. Lo, my exiles, I see without eyes the giver's feast. The rim of soul bent. Exiles triumph. The deathless dead and dead and dead again.
You think 3 is going
Who?
to send you home? The grand design you speak of means Kepler falls into the singularity, and the rest of Soul with it.
Feed the giver. Let the wormhole swallow all and tear through the eternal unknown.
call that junk at your command too?
Every failure is proof of a greater victory. The grand design is grand indeed.
This guy's not playing with a full deck. There is no plan.
Oh.
Archon, it doesn't have to be this way. On Earth, Elixni and humans live in peace. They have homes, plentiful food sources, fellowship.
Earth Elixni practice sacrilege of the highest order. They have no place in the grand design.
Ikora, Lodi, we've got Matterhorn. Interesting. It's reacting to that pilot. Guardian, let's investigate.
Archon Levask, a member of your house is dead by your misjudgment.
Ay, ay, ay.
Open up the way to the singularity. No one else has to die.
Bro, when do I get my fucking artifact? Never mind, I have it. I'm dumb.
You can probably feel it too. The pull of gravity stolen, directed.
I think I follow. Who's doing the stealing?
The mycelial priest. Stop. The Archon.
You're saying the Archon's getting the power of the Nine somehow? And that's why he's so dangerous?
Yes. His grand design smells of unknown space. This giver did not give gifts willingly.
You have an elemental tangle matching your subclass element or tangle, while you have a trans super grants energy to your least range ability. Then this, this. Cool. Stasis final blows. No. 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 And these two are fine. Fine. No. That's yes. Yes. Yes, defeating targets has a chance to create an elemental pickup. Yep. Great. 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 Perfect.
I spoke with Dean Rebecca about Kepler's degradation status. With the Strangelets, we've been able to keep the Altar of Relativity stable, but it's not going to be enough to get us through it to 3.
We'll need to get them a stronger source of power. What options do we have on a planetoid as remote as Kepler?
It sounds like these folks have been relying on some shaky generators since the House of Exile took over their power plant in the Outer Steppes.
Then getting them a stable power source is our next step. Guardian, you take point. Head to that plant to see what can be done to remove the exile threat and get it up and running again.
The Strangelet sulks in the corners of the steppes.
Glad to have you along, Orin. And good to know. We'll help the Ionians and get a few steps closer to reaching the 9.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do more of these missions, chat. There's a certain limit of these missions that I can do in a single day without losing my mind. Alright, chat, I think I'm going to be calling it a night here. That was a nice 3-hour stream. Not very interactive because this thing puts me to sleep. Chat, we're going to be back again on Monday. Probably not Destiny. Something else, perhaps, because this is just boring as hell. Anyways, chat, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening/day/night, depending upon where you are. I'll see you all again on Monday after the weekend. Have a good weekend. Cheers, and have a good one. Bye-bye.